Greetings, Nigeria. In a sweeping military restructuring that has ignited intense debate across the nation, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the expansion of the Nigerian Army to 12 divisions, marking one of the most significant changes to the forces structure in recent decades. This ambitious move is being presented as a decisive response to the complex security challenges facing the country. Yet it has also sparked a wide range of reactions, from strong support to pointed questions about cost sustainability and long-term strategy. Is this the transformation the armed forces need, or does it risk creating new pressures on resources and civil-military balance? The announcement has set off discussions in military circles, political circles, and communities affected by insecurity. Stay locked in as we examine this major development, the strategic thinking behind the expansion, the varied reactions it has provoked, and the high-stakes implications for Nigeria's security future. This news is filled with tension, analysis, and insights that will keep you fully engaged. The decision to expand the army to 12 divisions was reportedly reached after extensive consultations involving the service chiefs, the National Security Advisor, and other key security stakeholders. The plan is said to include the creation of additional operational commands, the recruitment of substantial numbers of new personnel, and enhanced investment in training equipment and logistics. Officials describe the expansion as necessary to improve coverage, reduce the burden on existing formations, and enable more effective responses to threats ranging from banditry and terrorism to other forms of organized violence. But what will a 12-division army actually look like, and how will the new structure be distributed across the country? The emerging details reveal both ambition and significant logistical challenges. According to preliminary information, the new divisions are expected to be positioned to strengthen presence in persistent hotspots while also improving overall national coverage. In a private briefing at a secure location, a senior military planner is said to have walked colleagues through the rationale. "We have been operating with formations that are stretched beyond capacity," the officer explained while reviewing operational maps. "Additional divisions will give us the depth and flexibility we need." Another participant raised the practical question that many are asking. Expansion is welcome, but the real test will be whether the resources follow the structure. Without adequate funding, equipment, and welfare, the new divisions will struggle. The discussion reportedly reflected both determination and realism about the scale of the undertaking. The announcement has drawn a spectrum of reactions. Many citizens in conflict-affected areas express hope that more troops and better organization will translate into improved safety. Security analysts and some political figures have welcomed the move as a sign of seriousness about addressing insecurity. At the same time, civil society organizations, retired officers, and fiscal observers have raised questions about the budgetary implications, the risk of over-militarization, and the need to pair military expansion with stronger intelligence, policing, and socio-economic interventions. As the details of the expansion become clearer, the central question is whether a larger army structure will deliver lasting security gains or encounter the familiar constraints of resources and coordination. The stakes for communities and for national stability are considerable. Security challenges continue to exact a heavy toll on Nigerian communities. Families in rural areas live with the daily fear of attacks, while the broader economy feels the impact of disrupted farming, trade, and investment. The decision to expand the army is therefore viewed by many as both a military necessity and a political statement of priority. In one reconstructed community gathering in a northern state, a local leader addresses residents with measured hope. "We have lost too much already. If more divisions mean better protection for our people, we support it. But the government must also tackle the reasons people turn to violence." A younger voice in the group adds, "Soldiers are important, but we also need opportunities, justice, and working institutions. Security is bigger than numbers alone." Official statements from the presidency and the defense establishment emphasize that the expansion forms part of a comprehensive approach that includes interagency collaboration, improved intelligence, and community engagement. Critics nevertheless urge transparent timelines, clear performance metrics, and strong oversight to ensure the investment produces results. Behind the approval of the move to 12 divisions, what strategic debates, resource calculations, and political considerations are shaping the implementation? The full implications continue to emerge. Political and security observers interpret the expansion as a significant assertion of presidential focus on defense. In closed discussions, some advisors highlight the need to demonstrate capacity and resolve, while military planners concentrate on operational design and sustainability. Questions about funding sources, recruitment, quality training standards, and the integration of new units remain central to the conversation. Detailed description of the proposed 12-division structure, likely locations and intended operational roles, timeline of the decision process, and projected phases of implementation. Reactions from military leadership, state governors, community representatives, and opposition figures. Public conversation across social media and traditional platforms reflecting the diversity of opinion. Speculative scenarios on how the expanded structure could affect ongoing operations and long-term security outcomes. Interviews and reconstructed discussions with military personnel, civilian stakeholders, and citizens in affected areas. Broader implications for defense policy, national budgeting, and democratic accountability in security governance. This decision by President Tinubu to expand the Nigerian Army to 12 divisions represents a major shift in the country's security posture. Whether it produces the improved safety and operational effectiveness that many hope for, or faces the challenges that have constrained previous initiatives, the months ahead will be critical. Nigerians are looking for tangible improvements that match the scale of the announcement. What is your view on the expansion of the Army to 12 divisions and the reactions it has generated? Share your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, and stay with us for ongoing coverage of these developing news. This is your channel for clear analysis of the issues that shape our security and our future. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep the conversation going.